All your, all your stuff's in here. If you're looking for it, right? No. No, oh, no.
Unless you would think he's far away.
In executive session.
But you should see him when. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Mr. Plata is on his way, but we're going to go ahead and get started with preliminaries. So I am calling this meeting to order, and today's date is June the 9th, 2026, and it is 4:36. And Ms. Ana, would you please establish quorum?
Yes, ma'am. Mayor Nori Garza,
Present.
Councilwoman Jessica Ortega,
Present.
Councilwoman Marissa Gerlach,
Present.
Councilman Alberto Vela.
Present.
Mayor, we've established quorum. As you said, we are still waiting for Mayor Pro Tem Ruben Plata.
Okay, thank you. If you would please stand for invocation and our Pledge of Allegiance. And today's invocation is being led by our pastor, Juan de la Garza.
Mayor, thank you so much. Commissioners, thank you so much for the invite. Let's bow our heads for prayer, please. Father, we are so grateful to you for being our God. Thank you for life. Thank you for health. Thank you for the air, Father, that we breathe every second. Help us not to take things lightly that are important in this life. Today, Father, I lift before you this meeting. Give our mayor, our commissioners, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to make the right decisions to lead the city in the right direction. With your leading, Father, there's nothing, absolutely nothing impossible. Bless our city, bless our valley, bless our state, and bless our nation. We pray all these things, Father, in the name of Jesus. Amen and amen. So let's go ahead and face the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, Ms. Ana, the next item is disclosure of conflicts of interest.
No, ma'am, I have none.
Okay. We're going to move on to presentations, but I do feel like it's really important to wait for Mr. Plata for the first one. So we're going to move on to the second item, which is a proclamation from Elder Abuse Prevention Month. Ms. Carrillo?
Yes, Mayor, Council, good afternoon. With us today, we have Ms. Norma Rodriguez from the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services. Ms. Norma? And the proclamation reads as follows. Whereas older adults and people with disabilities of diverse backgrounds contribute to the well-being of this city by working, caregiving, volunteering, and actively preserving customs, rituals, and traditions. Whereas abuse of older adults and people with disabilities is a community concern affecting thousands of people across Texas. Whereas there were 125,382 reports of abuse of older adults and people with disabilities in Texas in 2025. Whereas abuse against older adults and people with disabilities is grossly underreported because of social stigma, embarrassment, and fear. Whereas adult abuse affects men and women of all income and ability levels, all cultural and ethnic backgrounds in all communities. Whereas elder abuse is everyone's business, it's important to strengthen our efforts to prevent, report, and address elder abuse. Now, therefore, we, the City Council of the City of Mission, do hereby proclaim the month of June 2026 to be Elder Abuse Awareness Month in the City of Mission and urge all residents to work together to reduce abuse and neglect of older adults and people with disabilities. Proclaimed on this, the 9th day of June, 2026.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve as read. Second. There's a motion and a second to approve the proclamation as read for Elder Abuse Prevention Month. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you.
Thank you. Say something, please. Thank you.
Good afternoon, and thank you for declaring June Elder Abuse Awareness Month. And like the proclamation says, it does often go underreported. And to us, it's very important that we report it instead of turning our face the other way, because then that's making us just as guilty as the person committing the abuse. So it is important that we call our 1-800. Your names are anonymous. You're not going to be like the people say, no, you're going to burn me. We're not going to burn anybody. It's important that you provide that information. We see so much that it's not something that we are proud to see, especially in our culture. You know, you can't believe it's happening, but it is. In reality, it is a big problem. So, again, I thank you, Mayor Garza, and Commissioners for declaring June month of Elder Awareness Month. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for everything that you do for our elders. Thank you. If you want to come up here for a picture, please.
Sure.
Ready? Smile, look at the camera. One more. Thank you.
Okay, it gives me tremendous pleasure, and it's a huge, huge honor for me to recognize our Sherryland High School baseball team that are waiting anxiously outside. I would like them to come up. Can we get them to come inside?
Yes. They'll be walking in.
Yes.
Do you have the names from the last meeting?
Yes. It's,
Come on up. Come on up, guys.
Luis Doval. Luis Doval.
I think you guys need to shift some rows, like maybe a second row.
So just to give you guys a little background in case you didn't know, but I doubt that anybody in this room does not know that Sherryland High School baseball team participated in the championship tournament last weekend. And they are the first to have done that in our area. So I am, and we are extremely, extremely proud of you guys for accomplishing that. I was there at the previous game and you guys were amazing. You were amazing. You were in sync. You were playing like brothers. And that's what it takes. It takes a team. It takes you guys to work together like brothers. And what you've learned in these past, this past season and these past years as you were getting to where you were last week, you're going to take that in for the rest of your life. And you're going to remember last Saturday for the rest of your life. And you're going to talk about it to your grandchildren and anybody else that would listen. And it was just an amazing day, and it was so, so awesome to see you guys play. It was probably one of my best moments in my sports watching, and I did a lot of watching baseball. So, so y'all did awesome. I'm so, so very proud of you, and we are going to continue being proud of you. We can't wait to the things that you guys are going to accomplish in your future. We're looking forward to next year for those of you that are coming back. So I understand we do have a young team. Coach, is that correct? Sort of, kind of. We have eight seniors. To you seniors, we wish you the best of luck. And we know you're going to do some really, really awesome things, and we're going to keep rooting for you on and off the field. So thank you so much for being here. We're gonna get some pictures outside, but I want all of us to say a little something. So, Miss Jessica?
I just want to let you all know, congratulations. You all put us on the map. You were all over the news. I was out of town, but I got to see everything that was going on. And so for the graduates, congratulations. Hopefully you can continue the sport. And don't forget about Mission. Thank you.
Congratulations. We are, like Mayor said, very proud of all your accomplishment, and we know that this is the beginning for many great things that you're gonna accomplish. I'm very proud of the Sheridan School District. You'll do great in a lot of the curriculum and extracurricular activities, so thank you. We are honored to be some of your leaders in our communities. God bless you and wish you lots of success.
So yes, I too was there in San Antonio 2 weeks ago, and that was an exciting game. We won it the first two and headed to state, headed to Round Rock, and was there in Round Rock. And we had a rain delay. We had a postponement to the next day, but we all stood strong. We all played hard. We all fought through, and you made Mission proud. So thank you for representing our community, representing our city, and I am so very, very proud of you. Thank you.
Congratulations and thank you for representing the city of Mission so well. I'm very proud of you too.
You know, I forgot to thank the coaches.
Oh.
Coaches, thank you so much for all the coaches, staff, administration. You know, your high school principal was all over the place on that Saturday. Coach, you're an amazing role model and mentor, and we're so lucky to have you here in the city of Mission. So thank you to your staff. They're amazing. I saw them interact with the boys. It was really, truly an amazing experience. So I would like to have Coach, if you, go ahead.
Say one more quick
Yes.
thing. Coaches and staff, Lord, Coach Garza, it was wonderful to see y'all in San Antonio, and this goes to Coach, in the yellow school bus. And the 20 traditional Chick-fil-A sandwiches that y'all would eat. I think that was just a great and wonderful tradition. But yes, to see your family, Coach, out there too, and the staff was great. So yes.
So on behalf of the City of Mission, we do want to recognize our Sherryland baseball team. This team behind us battled through an incredibly competitive season and was the last remaining team standing from both South Texas and the entire Rio Grande Valley. This achievement alone speaks volumes about the talent, dedication, discipline, and resilience from the young man standing behind me. Here in the City of Mission, we recognize that success is not measured solely by trophies, but it is measured by the example that all of the men behind me have set. The adversity that each and every one of you has overcome, and the pride that you bring to all of us from the City of Mission is something we will always treasure. This achievement speaks volumes, and we are proud to stand beside you. On behalf of all of the City of Mission, the Mayor, the City Council, and every member of our community, we congratulate our players, our coaches, our parents, and our supporters who made this 2026 season unforgettable. Today, we recognize the Sherryland Rattlers baseball team for your incredible season. Congratulations, and thank you for representing the City of Mission with pride. If we have any coaches or maybe a team leader that would like to speak on behalf.
Does it have to be in English?
No.
It could be in
Absolutely not. You can
Spanish.
speak in Spanish.
Okay. Okay, so I'll do one in Spanish and then one like a short one in English.
Okay.
I just want to thank the community for supporting us all the way. The support we had, it just made us get to where we got, and we just appreciate that so much. It feels it's an honor to represent the city and the valley. Y pues lo mismo en español, les quiero agradecer por el apoyo que tuvimos. Eso nos hizo y nos llenó, nos ayudó a llegar a donde llegamos, y es un honor representarlos. Gracias.
Gracias.
Anyone else?
I think the superintendent's here.
I think the superintendent, we have the superintendent and the board members here, some of them.
If anyone would like to speak from the school district as well, we invite you to the podium.
Take your time then.
There she is.
You know, I'm not going to miss an opportunity to brag about Sherryland ISD. Madam Mayor, Commissioners, I am so grateful and honored that you are celebrating these young men today. I have had the privilege of watching these young men not just perform well at competition, but they live this and walk this every single day. They are excellent in their academics, in their character, in their behavior, in their conduct. They are role models, and we are sending our very best to these competitions. I am so proud that these are the sons of Mission and the sons of Sherryland ISD, and you can count on us that they will represent us well moving forward every single day. Guys, I am so proud of you, so proud.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Inside, the photo inside? I think that we can do the photo outside. I think that would be good.
Yes, please.
Should
Yes.
we all head that way now?
Yes.
Okay. So guys, if you guys want to make your way outside, thank you. And we're so proud of you guys.
An ad hoc, no.
Because I'm responding to some question we're gonna have already, but I'm gonna say it's effective immediately.
Yeah, if it's an ad hoc committee, yeah. It's only until and that's what the ordinance says, that it's only until they fulfill their duties. he doesn't put Director of Parks and Recreation. Denise, what did you assign to me? This one did come to me. ¿Por qué, Denise? ¿Por qué? The form, we're gonna look at applications. Yeah, because Mr. Oh, it's a dash cam video, so it's not me. Anais, did you see this? I was looking at this one, it's due tomorrow. Oh, I probably already have it. I mean, I'm like, he worked 1,266 overtime hours. This is weekly 25. Mm-hmm. $40 times 56 is 2,240. And he did plus 1,266 equals divided by 56. He works 62 hours a week. Yeah, but I mean, and then, yeah, I was looking at it and I'm like, that's a lot. Even Alejandro makes it 25. So, what I'm wondering is, are they like, I know when they're supposed to be working at Central Town, they're not supposed to be clocked in here. I saw that and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Thank you for allowing us to do that. It was so important for us. Okay, so the next item is a proclamation for Men's Health Month. Ms. Ana.
Yes, Mayor Council. With us today, we have Mr. Kane Dawson, the CEO of Mission Regional Medical Center, as well as Elizabeth Aguirre. She's the Business Development and Marketing Manager for Mission Regional Medical Center. And the proclamation reads as follows. Whereas men live an average of 5 years less than women, in spite of advances in medical technology and research. Whereas educating the public and healthcare providers about the importance of healthy lifestyle and early detection of male health problems will result in reducing rates of mortality from the disease. Whereas men who are educated about the value of preventative health will be more likely to participate in health screenings. Whereas awareness is needed on a broad range of men's health issues, including heart disease, diabetes, prostate, testicular, colon, and breast cancer. While breast cancer is known predominantly as a leading cause of death for women, it is important to realize that in some cases it can also affect men. Whereas Mission Regional Medical Center and its clinics, including Monarch Family Medicine and Mission Heart and Vascular, provide important medical checkups for men, as well as encouraging healthier lifestyles and regular exercise. Whereas Mission Regional Medical Center provides free screening mammograms for both women and men who are uninsured and need such a screening, utilizing funds generated through the annual Mission Pink community event. With this charity event sponsored by Mission Regional Medical Center in participation with the City of Mission year after year. Now, therefore, we, the City Council of the City of Mission, do hereby extend our deepest respect for survivors and those advocating for prevention and cures for a broad range of men's health issues, and in so do hereby proclaim June 2026 as Men's Health Month, proclaimed on this the 9th day of June 2026.
Thank you.
I'd like to make a motion to approve as read.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve the proclamation as read. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hold on, let me just find this here.
Good afternoon, Mayor Nori Gonzalez Garza, City Council members, distinguished guests, and members of our community. On behalf of Mission Regional Medical Center, thank you to the City of Mission for recognizing Men's Health Month with this proclamation. Today, we honor the men who serve as fathers, grandfathers, husbands, sons, brothers, mentors, and friends. Men are often the foundation of our families and communities, providing strength, guidance, and support to those they love. Men's Health Month reminds us that taking care of your health is not selfish and it is not a weakness. It is a responsibility. By making time for regular checkups, preventative care, and healthy habits, men can continue being there for the people who depend on them. At Mission Regional Medical Center, we are committed to supporting the health and well-being of the men in our community through education, prevention, and quality healthcare services. Thank you again to the City of Mission for your partnership and commitment to a healthier community. Together, let us encourage the men in our lives to make their health a priority. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job, Liz. Mayor, council members, I'm going to say the same thing I say every time I'm up here, which is the hospital appreciates the collaboration between all the departments of the city, and so we appreciate this recognition, and we're always there for the community. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you all for everything that you do.
Thank you.
All year long. So would you like to come up here for a picture? Thank you.
Smile, look at the camera, please. One more. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Mayor.
Okay, the next item is a report from our Mission Economic Development Corporation, Mr. Garcia. Oh, Valen, okay.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Council. It's good to see y'all again after my brief hiatus, but I'm back. So just to update everyone on a few things going on over at the Mission EDC. We're proud to announce that our Downtown Assistance Program is now open and accepting applications. This is an opportunity for businesses on Conway Avenue from 1st to 18th Street to apply for up to $25,000 to make improvements to their building. We encourage anyone that falls in, it also applies to 1 block east and west of Conway. So we encourage downtown businesses to apply. They can do anything from facade improvements, indoor improvements, or technology upgrades. And it's a great way to revitalize our downtown. We are so honored to announce that Mission Ready has now launched. This is a 6-week internship program for students within the Mission city limits. We had over 155 applications. Of those applications, 15 interns were selected to intern over the summer at local Mission businesses. We hosted the employer and interns orientation this week, where we prepped them and got them job ready so that they can start their internships on June 15th. They'll be there for 6 weeks. The program ends at the end of July, and you'll be able to see listed some of the employers that have committed to taking on training the next generation of talent in Mission. We have a lot of programs going on in tandem. Our staple Ruby Red Ventures, the competition, is also ongoing. The program began earlier this month on May 5th. They're meeting every Tuesday at the Seed for 14 weeks to receive a crash course in how to run an efficient business and commercialize their operations. So they'll be competing for up to $25,000 as the first place prize later this summer. And that will serve as seed funding to be able to launch their commercialization. On the project side, recently we broke ground on Don Pepe's on Sherry Road. This is a $4 million capital investment within the city, and they're creating 40 jobs. So thank you to those that went out to celebrate with us. We're excited to have yet another spot to grab margaritas and tacos within the city of Mission. Later this week, the Cluster Automotriz from San Luis Potosí will be visiting the Valley. They're being hosted by COSTEP. Mission has been invited to join them on a panel. Declo will be speaking on Mission's behalf, representing all of the opportunities that we have for investment in the automotive sector within Mission. Another ribbon cutting within the city of Mission. We now have another option for a hotel stay. This property, the Avid property / Candlewood Suites, is now at the event center, and they had their grand opening earlier this month. We all know that Mission's a great place to grow your business. Betcher Manufacturing is expanding. They're investing $3 million in expanding their plant. They're adding 3 new service lines and 50 new jobs. This will generate nearly $16 million in payroll annually. Starlight the opening is upon us soon. We're very excited. This is a collaboration between the Mission EDC and the City of Mission. More to come. That is opening next week, and we're so thrilled to be able to take part in this project. Unless the council has any questions, that's it for me.
I don't have any questions. Anybody else? No?
All right, thank you.
Okay, well, thank you so much. All righty. Next item is our departmental reports. Those are in our packets. Are there any questions or comments or a motion?
I move to approve the departmental reports as presented.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to accept the departmental reports as presented. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. Next item is citizens' participation. Ms. Ana, did anybody sign up?
No, ma'am, I have
No?
none.
Okay. We're going to move on to announcements. City managers, Mr. Terrazas.
Yes, Mayor, I have a couple of announcements and invitations to our public. This Wednesday, tomorrow, we're having the Summer Craft Day. at Mission Historical Museum from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Also, as you all know, hurricane season already started June 1st, but the City of Mission started distributing sandbags from May 16th. So every Saturday we're going to be distributing sandbags during hurricane season from 8 to 1 at the location where our recycling center is located at 15th Street and Perkins Avenue. And with those same spirits, the City of Mission is rounding up to clean the city. This Saturday, we have a spring roundup free bulky item disposal event from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the location of where our hike and bike is located at 1400 South Conway Avenue. So we invite the public to start spring cleaning and bring all their bulky items to get ready for hurricane season. That's all I have, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Andy, anything?
Nothing on my end, thank you, Mayor.
Okay. Council?
Nothing.
Jess?
I do want to thank the Speedy Foundation for doing such a great job with their 5K. I believe it's one of the biggest, largest 5K in the RGV. They did a great job. I mean, more people is participating. I also want to thank the chief and all of our police department for doing a great job in coordinating. It was a lot of traffic, but Joe did a very, very good job. I think he brought, I went and got a haircut, I went to go eat and everything, and everyone was talking about it. So I think I'll be in better shape by next year, so.
Okay. Okay. I don't have any comments either, so we'll move on to our public hearing. And first item is a conditional use permit.
Mayor, City Council, good evening. It's a conditional use permit for a home occupation for the sale of firearms at Shooter's Haven in a property zone, a single-family residential district. Like I mentioned during the workshop, the applicants intend to build a shooting range in the county that requires an ATF license. Because the applicants live in Mission, they're having to go through this process. In a letter that the applicants provided in your packet, they explain that they have no intentions to sell guns from the house in person or online. This is just something that they need to do to get that ATF license to pursue their project in the county. This is the neighborhood southwest of Griffin Parkway and FM 494 in the Glenwood Terrace subdivision on Brook Street. We had a petition in opposition, but they were under the impression that there will be gun sales in the house after the explanation during the Planning and Zoning Commission, and based on a condition that the commission imposed, the leader of the opposition withdrew her opposition, and we have it in writing. So, based on the presentation from the applicant and the discussion during the public hearing, the board added condition number 6, that the applicant sign an affidavit that there will be no sale of guns at all from the house.
Okay, thank you. Is there anyone here that would like to speak in favor or in opposition to the request? Just please state your name and address for the record.
My name is Ana Basaldua. Good evening, Mayor and Council members. This is Randy Davila here with me, and we are in support of the conditional use permit presented before you. The project we're building will ultimately be located outside city limits, and no business transaction or range activities will take place at the residence. This request is simply to allow us to meet the federal requirements necessary to obtaining an FFL and continue moving forward through the proper financial processes. While the project itself may be outside the city, the dream was born here in Mission. We are Mission residents, and this community is where the vision, planning, and hard work behind this project began. Like many entrepreneurs, we're starting small, following the rules, and taking the necessary steps to build something meaningful. The Planning and Zoning Commission reviewed the request and recommended approval with conditions, for which we're very grateful for, and we have no objection. We are committed to complying with all local, state, and federal regulations, and we respectfully ask for your support. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Thank you. Okay. Is there anyone else that would like to speak in favor or in opposition? There being none, is there any discussion or questions for staff?
There was no opposition, right?
No, there was opposition before the meeting because they thought there will be gun sales. From the discussion that took place during the meeting and based on the additional condition, the leader of the opposition withdrew her opposition. I have it in writing, and so everybody seems to be happy. We're recommending a 1 year, so in 1 year we will do a reevaluation and see how things go.
Okay, thank you.
Mayor, I move to approve the request.
Okay, there's a motion and a second to approve the conditional use permit as requested. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously, 5-0. Thank you.
That's
And-
ordinance 5823.
Yes, 5823, and that actually concludes our public hearing, which is the first, I think, just one item, right? Yes, okay. The next item is our consent agenda, and those are items number 8 through 15.
Mayor, I move to approve the consent agenda item for items 8 through 15.
Okay.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda, items 8 through 15 as presented. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. And that is, item number 13 has resolution number 2061. And item number 15 has resolution 2062. Is that correct, Ms. Ana?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all
And
right.
thank you to Mr. Elizalde for keep on submitting those grant applications.
Yes, thank you. All right, we'll move on to approvals and authorizations, item number 16. Chief Torres.
Hello, Mayor and Council, Chief Torres, Mission Police Department, and we have Chief Sila with the Mission Fire Department present. Item number 16 is seeking council direction on the implementation of a speed humps at Cimarron Drive and Rio Grande Drive in accordance with the City of Mission Code of Ordinance, Division 5, speed humps, Section 110-351 and Section 110-354. And we've taken this before the Traffic Safety Committee on the 21st. There was some opposition there, and I did receive a letter from one citizen opposing of it, but many residents are in favor of it.
Okay. So we did have a conversation about these items at our workshop. We were going to continue that conversation. Are we ready to make a decision, or do we just want to move forward with, yes, we will have speed bumps or humps? And not,
I think it's very necessary for us to make the decision as soon as possible. I mean, there is a lot of traffic going there real fast. I mean, I know there's one person that you're not always gonna have 100%, but I mean, I myself drive that street every day and people do go fast. I think the other concern, you're gonna see what you're gonna do about the type of speed bumps and all that, and I think you can work that out with the HOA, no? Can they do that, Mayor?
I would say yes. So that would be my recommendation too, is to move forward with with the speed humps and then continue to collaborate with the HOA and the council and staff as recommended by staff. And I guess that would be my recommendation, is to
Yes, ma'am.
proceed with the recommendation.
And I do agree with the recommendation. However, we recommend for the HOA to pay for the improvements.
I disagree with that since it was initiated by the council. Is the responsibility of the city to put that, no?
I would not want to put the whole responsibility on the HOA, because I do feel that it is the city's responsibility to control traffic.
Mayor, if
So you can,
we could do the first one and then evaluate it with the HOA to see, but we can do the first, maybe the speed cushion for the fire department to get through easy and not,
yes. Well, I think what we want to do is we're going to move forward with the application of speed control. Why don't we just vote on that, and then the details, we can work them out later.
And I really would like for you to meet with them as soon as possible. Time is going by, and it is dangerous there. So I would like to make a motion, Mayor, based on everything that's been discussed.
Second.
Okay, so the motion is to move forward with the speed control at Cimarron Drive, as discussed, with a final recommendation by staff.
Mayor, I have a question.
Yes.
So what would be the limit for a neighborhood such as this? Like, are we going to consider, because I'm sure other residents are going to say that their roadway is also just as dangerous, or they're going to want to request speed humps or speed bumps along the way. This is already like several that we have in that area. I just want to make sure that we still keep within the parameters, because I don't want to go into the whole city and then we're having speed humps everywhere.
Yes, no, I agree, but this is on a case-by-case basis, so each request is looked at individually as far as the needs and the concerns. So there is a concern on that roadway because there have been several major accidents, basically, at that intersection of Sabinal and Cimarron. So, what?
Yeah, and to answer that, we do have requests across the city, and we do traffic surveys through speed analysis, through accidents, through citations. And I can tell you that in Cimarron alone, last year, we issued more than 135 tickets alone. And that's when our officers were present. We also worked 8 accidents at Cimarron Drive, and we worked 6 at Rio Grande Drive. So are they speeding? Absolutely. At the end of the day, it's traffic, it's people who have to follow Texas laws and slow down. We've had officers there again and again and again working aggressive traffic enforcement through strike teams, and we do see that there is an issue at Cimarron.
Okay.
And for anything else, we'll continue with the process and a case-by-case basis.
Thank you.
Mayor, I just want to clarify, I live there, so I hope you all don't think that I'm doing it because I live there. There's another 640 families that live there, okay? It's not my private street, but I also want to take care of myself, okay? So you make sure you check on that because, I mean, everything that happens at Cimarron is just like, but that's why I don't agree, or us having the HOA pay. I think it's something that that is very much needed there, so thank you.
And I understand, Mr. Plata, but, I did receive calls of people that were against it. So not necessarily that they're part of the HOA and they live there, are they pro the speed bumps? So I just want to be fair, and it would not be me if I didn't mention that.
No, and we understand
And I'm
it.
not opposed to either there. I just want to make sure that everybody has a voice.
We understand. I mean, there's not a perfect world. In a perfect world, everyone would be for the same color or the same issue. So fortunately, some will go for it, some will go against it. And our job, the fire chief and myself, is public safety is what's important and the most to us.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Thank
There
you.
is a motion on the floor that is to move forward with the speed control. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously.
I like the speed control maybe instead of speed.
Yeah.
So just to clarify, Mayor, it's at city's expense, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Very
Thank you.
clear.
Beto said
Got it.
one.
And like Beto said, the first one.
Beto said one.
Just the first one, okay.
Let's just see
Let's
how
see
it,
how it
how,
goes
if it
after
slows
that.
down and then if they want more, we can talk
Just for
about
a
it.
speed hump requested by council, it's a $10,000 price.
Whichever control.
What was
it's
presented
vague.
at the workshop.
Okay, we'll look at it.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
Let's get it done, please.
All right,
Yes,
next
we will.
item is Chief.
Item number 17, discussion and possible action on matters related to the approval of a 4-way stop intersection at the intersection of South Inspiration Road and 1 Mile Road. It's a 2-way stop sign right now going east and west. And this was taken before the Traffic Safety Committee on May the 21st. And they recommend approval on it. I do understand from our city engineer that here in the near future, they're going to expand the road and a traffic light is supposed to go up there. So I recommend it to be a four-way stop sign.
Okay, temporarily. All right.
Is that a city expense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it more expensive to put lights around that sign? I mean, you know what, some of those that had the lights or
It is.
flash?
Yes, yes, sir. Any add-on
It's
is,
a good idea.
I mean, is it a lot more expensive? That is,
I don't have the price in front of me, but I'm sure that it can be done.
Yes, each sign is 2,500.
and with the lights?
With the lights is 2,500 and regular sign is the $500.
Also, it's a $2,000.
$2,000 difference, yes.
But I think there is a lot of traffic in that area. I think that is something that I think will make a big impact if you put, I think $2,000 is not gonna kill us, but it can save somebody's life. So it's my recommendation. Can we put that with
You
them?
want a lit sign? Okay.
Okay. And yes, that's City Street, as we were awarded Inspiration Road on the MPO. Well, we're waiting for that project to be approved, which is by the end of the year. We're gonna be spending close to $20 million in that project improvement. We're gonna widen it to 5 lanes. So for now, there's been some fatalities in that area, as Chief mentioned. So we're gonna be improving it as a 4-way stop sign.
Okay. Yes, okay. All right, so there is a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
And a second to approve the 4-way stop at the intersection of Inspiration and 1 Mile South. And it has been recommended to be a lit sign, so all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. Next item.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Chief.
Mayor, Council, Tecla Garcia, Mission EDC, also Executive Director of the Mission EDA.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, is someone going to read to the item?
Then you, go ahead.
I don't have the item in front of me.
Okay,
That's
the item is discussion and possible action on matters related to the acceptance of the conveyance of 2 tracts of land totaling 7.85 acres from the Mission Economic Development Authority, authorizing mayor to execute a special warranty deed and providing an effective date.
That's correct, Mayor. Back in June of 2025, the Mission Economic Development Authority, which is the predecessor to the Mission EDC, bought the 7 acres or 7+ acres for about $500,000, and we held it for the time being, and now we understand from the city that we would want to convey it to the city and accept it for future plans.
Yes. So this property is the pump house property. So we need to convey to the city of Mission so we can move forward with the planning stages of improving that part.
What we discussed and all.
Yes.
This was from the UID, the United Irrigation District property. And they
That's right.
kept a certain amount, but
Right.
were able to buy this part.
Right.
Mayor, I move to approve.
Second. There's a motion and a second to approve the conveyance. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you.
Ms. Anna, we needed an ordinance number for item number 17.
It is 5824.
5824. Okay, thank you. Next item.
Yes, good afternoon, Mayor, City Council, City Managers. Item number 19 is seeking discussion and possible action on matters related to the authorization of staff to award and enter into a contract with GrantWorks, Inc. for grant writing administration, management, and consulting services pertaining to RFP 26-410-05-13. The City Council previously authorized staff to solicit qualifications for grant writing, administration, management, and consulting services. A total of 9 proposals were received pertaining to the RFP, of which 3 were deemed incomplete and disqualified from review. 6 proposals were determined to be responsive and reviewed by an evaluation committee appointed for this purpose. Based on the committee's evaluation, GrantWorks Inc. was identified as the highest ranked firm Staff is requesting authorization to award and enter into a contract for services with GrantWorks Incorporated as outlined in their cost proposal sheet under RFP 26-410-05-13. Staff and city managers recommending approval.
Okay, thank you.
Mayor, I move to approve.
Second. Motion and a second to approve the contract with GrantWorks as presented. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. Next item.
Thank you. Item number 20 is seeking discussion and possible action on matters related to the resolution number 2063, authorizing the submittal of a grant application for the FY25 SAFER program through the U.S. Department of Homeland Security in the amount of $683,782 with a required cost share of 25% for years 1 and 2 and 65% cost share for years 3 for a total cost share by the city of $265,696. The awarding of the grant would support the hiring of 3 firefighters over a 3-year grant period. Staff and city managers recommend approval.
Mayor, I move to approve. Second.
There's a motion and a second authorizing the submittal of the grant application for the SAFER program. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously, and that's resolution number 2063.
Thank you.
Okay, next item. Mr. Roman.
Good afternoon, Mayor and council persons. Discussing a possible action to hear presentation, select a firm for delinquent tax collection services under request for proposal number 26361-04-20 and authorize a coast interim city manager to negotiate and execute a contract and all related documents incident thereto. The city did receive 3 proposals. The evaluation committee reviewed and scored all submissions in accordance with the criteria established in solicitation. Based on the evaluation results, the following firms were identified as the highest ranked respondents and recommend for presentations before City Council. The selected firms will provide professional services related to the collection of delinquent taxes, penalties, interest on behalf of the city in accordance with applicable state laws and regulations. Purdue, Brandon, Fielder, and Collins and Mott LLP average valuation score was 94. Lineberger, Kogan, Blair, and Sampson LLP average evaluation score 91. Following the presentation, City Council will consider the selection of a firm to provide delinquent tax services and authorize the coast interim city manager to negotiate and execute a contract and related item documents here thereto. Staff and co-interim city manager recommend Purdue, Brandon, Fielder, Collins, and Mott LLP.
Okay.
And on this one, Mayor and Council, so we do have 2 of the firms that are currently here present. We have Linebarger and Purdue. So we were going to have them go ahead and present. The rules of the presentation are that everybody's going to be able to present for 10 minutes, and there's going to be a 5-minute FAQ by council. And so Anna will be ensuring that we don't go over the time here. She's going to be using the timer so that way everybody's on schedule. So if we want to go ahead and start with our incumbent, if you can, Linebarger.
Good evening. Ms. Gavillo, if you could just let me know when you start, and I'll start mine at the same time. Wait. Good evening, Mayor, City Council members. Thank you for the invitation to present to you today. My name is Kelly Rivera Salazar. I'm a capital partner at Linebarger, Goggin, Blair, and Sampson. I'm present this evening with our managing partner, Lucy Canales, and my partners, Jimmy Gonzalez and Alejandra Robledo, and a few key members of our team. The story of Mission begins with historic Rancho La Lomita, and the beloved La Lomita Church was depicted in this council's chambers. From these roots, Mission grew from a small, rural railroad stop into a thriving city built on resilience, faith, and of course, community. That legacy reflects generations of hard work, stewardship, and a long-term investment in Mission's future. Those same qualities are essential to the work we do every day in this city, and today we'll discuss why Linebarger continues to be the right partner for the City of Mission. This slide highlights our qualifications and experience. It demonstrates Linebarger's longevity and our status as a leader in delinquent tax field nationally, statewide, and locally. I'd like to highlight from this chart our locations. We have 8 locations conveniently located all throughout the county, one of which is right here down the street on Conway, and it's officed by Mr. Tony Puente here in the audience from 8 to 5 every day to make it easy for your delinquent taxpayers to meet with someone face-to-face to resolve their issues. Let's compare our team with the other firm, who only have 2 locations throughout the valley, one in McAllen and the other one in Cameron County in Brownsville. Based upon our qualifications and experience, Linebarger continues to be the right choice for the City of Mission. This slide summarizes a sampling of the full range of services we provide for you. This is the work that we have done for you in the last 2 years. We have heavily invested as a firm in technology, specifically text messaging. With our tech, your taxpayers have the convenience of paying their delinquency from the palm of their hand. Let's compare that work to the other firm and what they have done for their very largest delinquent tax client in all of the valley, which is Mercedes, over the last 2 years. Based upon the data showing capacity to perform, Linebarger is clearly the right choice for the City of Mission. Like every firm presenting today, we provide our services at no cost to the city. The question is not cost, the question is value. We have included a sample draft contract for your review. This is just a proposed contract. We can make any changes mutually agreed upon by the city and once reviewed by legal. With Linebarger, you will have a 0 interruption of services. There is no implementation timeline. Our work plan is tailor-made to the City of Mission, and it is working quite effectively for you and your delinquent taxpayers. This work plan illustrates how we work your delinquent tax roll. Currently, our firm represents every single taxing entity within the City of Mission and impacting the City of Mission. Here are those lists. From Hidalgo County to South Texas College. South Texas College just similarly went through an RFP process and renewed our contract. We've been with South Texas College since their inception. Speaking of since their inception, Hidalgo County ESDs 5 and 6 are newly created taxing entities. They too chose to partner with Linebarger as their delinquent tax firm, and we're proud of that partnership. Should the city select another firm to represent them, I'd like to describe how that would impact your delinquent taxpayers within the city. Someone like Mr. Rojas, he would be at a significant disadvantage, facing potentially multiple lawsuits, multiple firms sending him mail pieces, calling him. Ultimately, it would be quite inconvenient for taxpayers such as Mr. Rojas. Currently, Mr. Rojas has one firm that reaches out to him, one payment plan, one resolution, faster collections. Just as in the City of Mission, the best harvest comes from a well-managed grove, collection results improve when taxpayers have one clear path towards resolution. Before we review the numbers, I'd like to take a moment and share a quick example of what makes Linebarger special. During COVID, we helped launch the entire state's pilot program for American Rescue Plan Act funding. This plan connected eligible homeowners with federal assistance, resulting in more than $3.5 million in delinquent taxes paid locally. That project reflects the Linebarger approach: strong local partnerships, innovative solutions, and a commitment to helping taxpayers while delivering meaningful results for our clients. Speaking of meaningful results, let's look at the City of Mission. The city decided to make a change and retained our firm back in May of 2023. At first sight, without knowing about this ARP history I just described, it may appear that our collections were down. But when you exclude the work we did in obtaining those ARP fundings, collections under our representation have outperformed prior years here. Even including ARP dollars, current collections rate is the second highest in more than a decade, only second to one of those ARP funded years. The same is true at La Jolla ISD, they made a change. You may hear from the other firm presenting that collections are down. But take a look at the data. The collections are projected to reach their highest level in the last 10 years, exceeding every prior year, including those boosted by the ARP monies. Let's look again at the largest city the other firm represents in all of the Valley, the city of Mercedes. The results speak for themselves, both in dollars and collection percentages. Now, lately we've heard the argument by the other firm that when you hire them, you get all their attention, and every dollar they get goes to their clients they represent, resulting in higher collections. But when you look at the data, it shows it doesn't reflect that representing fewer clients equates to higher collections. Weslaco is a strong example of just that. In Weslaco, the other firm represents the school district. Hidalgo County latest tax reports reflect that their collections are down over $100,000. We represent the city of Weslaco and every other taxing body, including the county, STC, and STISD, and you'll see our collections are up. And that fiscal year ends in September, and we anticipate continuing that trend and finishing the year up. Finally, when comparing two-year collection totals, Mission's performance exceeds every single city that the other firm has represented in the last 2 years in Hidalgo County. Sullivan City saw the value of change, and they came back to our firm just this year. Recently, our team had the privilege of stepping up when you needed support. Linebarger maintains a dedicated truth in taxation team led by specialist Lori Mann. We were able to assist and provide answers under your expedited timeline, and it was our privilege to do that. We are the only firm to provide local legislative updates valley-wide. We are the only firm to provide free community outreach initiatives throughout the Valley. We've been doing it for over 10 years. These programs help taxpayers better understand their rights and address their delinquencies. We're proud of the relationships we have built throughout the Valley. Our references speak directly to our responsiveness, our accountability, our accessibility, our professionalism, and most important to you, our excellent results. Linebarger has been part of the Rio Grande Valley for more than 42 years. We represent over 90% of Valley clients. Here you will see all the entities that at one time over the last 10 years have briefly experimented with the other firm. That used to happen from time to time. Once the entity realized there's no firm that can match Linebarger's success, accessibility, and ability to handle its workload, they made a change. Here's who the other firm currently represents and a sampling of what we represent now. As we return and conclude, I'd like to return to La Lomita Church, a place that stood for generations because people invested in something larger than themselves, just like Linebarger. We believe that you should choose us because of our mission location, the convenience it provides. We're the largest firm in the industry. We are the largest local team. We have a continuity of collections for your taxpayers' ease, and of our truth in taxation report. I appreciate your time, and we'd be happy to answer any questions. Just need a little water for my mouth. Thank you.
Oh, perfect. Any questions at this time?
Any questions?
Okay. No questions. Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we'll have Purdue, which is up next.
Good evening. We have some presentations to hand out.
And whenever you're ready, we'll go ahead and start the timer here. You just let us know.
Thank you. I'm ready.
Okay, timer will start now.
Good evening, Mayor, City staff, City Council. My name is Janelle Gasso. I'm a partner at Purdue Brandon, Fielder, Collins, and Mott. Throughout my career, I've had the opportunity to work with various cities, school districts, and governmental entities across the state of Texas. But Mission has always been hit different for me. The streets, Kika de la Garza, Conway, the neighborhoods, the businesses, and the people, they're familiar to me because this is home. Mission isn't just another city on the map for me. I grew up here. I'm a product of Sherryland ISD, and I'm proud to say that, especially today. My family roots are here. When I look at a delinquent tax account in the city of Mission, I don't see just another file number. I see a community that I care about. I understand that this contract's about performance, accountability, and results, and it should be. But I also believe that when you genuinely care about a community, that it changes the way you serve it. You answer the phone differently. You respond faster. You make yourself available. You look for solutions instead of excuses, because the outcome matters personally. And we believe that no one will work harder for the city of Mission than we will. So on your screen, meet our team. These are just a few of the individuals that make up our core team. We have Iram Gutierrez, our managing partner, Enrique Peña, our attorney out of our Rio Grande Valley offices, Marisa Cortez, our office manager, Mr. Romeo Cantu, our communications and tax sale manager, Mr. J.R. Garza, Director of Client Services, and Mr. Joel Quintanilla, our governmental relations liaison. So let's talk a little bit about our firm. We have our mission, our vision, and core values. Our vision is very simple. It's to ensure that every community has the resources to prosper. And of course, this translates to our core values: integrity, people first, above the line, excellence, and tenacity. And these are our principles that guide us daily. So a little bit about our firm. We represent over 2,500 governmental entities. Our team includes 62 attorneys and over 450 support staff operating in 15 offices and multiple satellite locations. We operate in 7 states. So when experience, reputation, and performance matter, Purdue Brandon is the right choice for the city of Mission. Here are our office locations in the state of Texas. You'll see we are located currently at the Chase Tower in McAllen on the first floor. We are currently in the process of opening up an office here in Mission. Purdue Brandon represents clients all across the state of Texas, but here locally, these are the clients that we represent. And as you'll see, we represent some of your neighboring communities. We represent the City of Benitez, Palmview, Hidalgo County Irrigation District number 6. We also represent the largest school district in South Texas, Brownsville ISD. So let's talk about the Purdue Brandon advantage. At Purdue Brandon, the City of Mission will receive individualized attention. This is a very important advantage that I'm going to talk about here in the next slide. Purdue Brandon has been in the history of collecting government receivables for over 56 years. We've been doing this longer than any of our known competitors. We offer customized reporting. We will be here, we'll do in-person presentations. We also offer education and training. We provide legislative updates, and we will provide opinions regarding any ad valorem tax issues that arise here at the City of Mission. We also have an innovative approach to technology. Starting July 1st, we will start our text messaging campaign for our delinquent tax clients. So let's talk about this very important advantage. This is an individualized attention. If you see here on slide 8, this is a snapshot of one of your taxpayers that resides here in the City of Mission. Your resident that resides here in the city of Mission pays taxes to at least 6 taxing entities. To the city of Mission, to the drainage district, to the county, South Texas College, Mission ISD, and South Texas ISD. Those are 6 entities that are all being represented by the
5
same
minutes.
firm. Your current delinquent tax firm represents all 6 of those entities. So what does that mean for the city of Mission? This is not a positive for the city of Mission. Why? Because when your firm collects $100, those $100 are being split 6 ways. See that pie chart? That's how that payment's being split. So of those $100 being collected, less than $20 is going to the city of Mission. You're getting a 1 to 6 rate of return with your current delinquent tax firm. So let's talk about our collection strategies. We have a local call center here located in our McAllen office and our Brownsville office. We take a one-on-one approach with your taxpayers. We want to know why they are delinquent. And we offer taxpayer assistance. We offer them payment plans. Oftentimes they're unable to pay in full. We send out letters. We send out emails. We even go to the property to see, does someone reside there? We will do on-site inspections. And we make phone calls. And when those efforts do not result in the desired effect, we resort to litigation. We don't want to put your taxpayers through litigation unless we absolutely need to. So let's talk about performance. One thing that was important that stood out in the RFQ was that you wanted to know the success ratio. Well, it's very important when you're looking at a success ratio that you're looking at an apples to apples comparison. No 2 taxing entities are the same, okay? So you need to look at a district where both firms have collected for the district to look at an honest success ratio. And so here's La Jolla ISD. When Purdue Brandon had the collections contract, you'll see in the blue column, that's when Purdue Brandon had the collections contract. We had a 34.38 collection rate. As soon as our competitor took over during the 23-24 fiscal year, collections decreased. And there in the red bar, you'll see when our competitor had the collections contract all to themselves. It was at an all-time low of 29.48%. And all this data is from the Hidalgo County Tax Office. So now let's look at the city of Alamo. The city of Alamo, our competitor had the contract during the 23-24 fiscal year. That was the last full fiscal year that they had the contract there. They had a collection rate of 23.20%. Fortunately, Purdue Brandon was hired at the city of Alamo during the 24-25 fiscal year, and as you can see, collections increased. And while it may seem like it's a small collection percentage, but in the city of Alamo, that equated to over $57,000 more in delinquent tax dollars. So what are these services going to cost the city of Mission? Nothing. There is no cost to the city. It's a 15% collection fee that's added to the amount owed by the taxpayer. Lastly, there is no firm that will care more about the city of Mission than we will. For me, this is not simply a contract. It's an opportunity to serve the community that helps shape who I am. And if we're fortunate enough tonight to earn your trust, we will spend every day proving to you that you made the right decision. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Any questions?
Any questions? Questions? No? Questions? No? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. I do have some legal questions.
Okay, we can take into executive.
Do you want to continue with, you want to go into executive session now? Take the, I would need,
Well, there's only 2 more items.
Yeah. We can go into executive session if you'll go ahead and make that motion, please.
Mayor, I move to go into executive session as requested.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to go into executive session. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously, and that's pursuant to Government Code
551.071.
5571?
551.071, consultation with attorney.
Okay, is there a motion to go back into open session?
I so move.
Second.
There's a motion and second to go back into open session. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. Okay, well, we are back to, item 23.
21.
Any other discussion, comments?
No, Mayor, if I can, I'd like to make a motion.
Yes.
I would like to make a motion to reject the RFQs.
Okay, there is a motion.
Second.
And a second to reject the RFQs. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no.
No.
Motion carries 4-1. Okay, next item. It's item number 24.
22.
23, I'm sorry.
22, because that one was number 21.
Oh, got the check on the wrong one. Okay, all right, so 22.
Yes, Mayor. Item 22 calls for the discussion and possible action on matters related to the presentation of the unaudited financial statements for the month of April. Before you in your package, you got a summary, basically. In the month of April, the general fund generated $3.05 million in revenue, in contrast to $4.9 million in expense, which resulted on an overexpenditure of $1.81 million. This is the time that we normally will be seeing our revenue being below our revenue stream because it's tapering to the end of the fiscal year. On the utility fund, basically, we realized revenue of $2.21 million compared to the expenditures of 1.5, which gave us an excess of $708,000. In other enterprise funds, the golf course, we realized $98.5 million, which, and an expenditures of 115 with a deficiency of 17,000. Solid waste experienced $846,000 in revenue compared to 478,000, which resulted in 367,000 in excess of revenues or expenditures. Our event center had revenues of 71,000, yet with expenditures of 98,000, which showed $27,000. We've been realizing on some revenue streams that we've been higher than expected. So far, we've gotten 70 revenue streams that are more than what is anticipated at this point in time. And in our expenditure sides, where you have 4 departments that are basically over the threshold of 58% at this point in time.
Okay. Are there any questions? Comments? A motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
All right, there's a motion.
Second.
And a second to approve the presentation of the unaudited financial statements for the month of April 2026. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item. Ms. Munguia.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Council. Item number 23 is the discussion and possible action on matters related to the presentation and selection of a firm for insurance consulting services and authorization for the co-interim city manager to negotiate and execute a contract and any related documents incident thereto. On June the 1st, staff received 2 submittals and the evaluation committee reviewed and scored submissions. Based on evaluation results, Ortegon Insurance Agency has been identified as the highest ranked respondent and recommended for presentation. Following presentation, staff is seeking City Council direction regarding the selection of the most qualified firm and authorization for the co-interim city manager to negotiate and execute a contract for insurance consulting services.
And again, Mayor and Council, this is another presentation that we have. We currently have Ortegon Insurance Agency out in the audience. Yes, so you're going to go ahead and acquire the 10 minutes to speak for your presentation, which will be timed by Ms. Ana Carrillo, and then you'll have a 5-minute FAQ session at the end. Thank you. And please let us know whenever you're ready so we can start the timer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor and members of City Council. My name is Iván Ortegon, and I am the CEO and owner of Ortegon Insurance Agency. I've been in the insurance and employee benefits field for 30 years. Ortegon Insurance Agency, my bad. Okay. Ortegon Insurance Agency has over 40 years of combined experience in servicing counties, municipalities, and school districts in South Texas. Our agency is Texas certified woman-owned business and is federally certified through SBA. Our goal is to match businesses with value-driven insurance plans and services. We serve our clients with integrity, provide expert guidance, honest advice, and exceptional customer service. Our main office is located in Westaco, Texas, but we do have a satellite office here in Mission, Texas. We have extensive experience advising and supporting self-funded governmental health plans. Our team has successfully assisted counties, local municipalities, and school districts with the design, implementation, analysis, administration, and ongoing management of self-funded medical plans. A notable example is our work with Hidalgo County, a self-funded governmental health plan covering approximately 3,900 employees. Our team provides ongoing consulting services, monthly and quarterly financial and utilization reports, claims analysis, future cost projections, and strategic recommendations designed to improve plan performance while managing long-term costs. We have over 20 years of consulting experience, provide custom reports for our clients, compliance review and assessments, offer excellent customer service, provide proven savings to our clients. This is an example of a self-funded health plan analysis that was provided to a school district client. Here we evaluate the administrative costs or fixed costs, pharmacy claim spend, and the medical claim spend to determine the overall plan performance. This spreadsheet is developed to track current claim spend and make budgetary recommendations. Examples of proven savings through the RFP process for school district self-funded medical plan. We were able to recommend plan designs and negotiate the rate with the existing insurance carrier to reduce fixed costs and save approximately $115,000 for the new plan year. Example number 2 is an RFP that was conducted for a municipality for a fully insured medical plan. The renewal rate for the medical plan was negotiated down from initial 18% increase to 7.9%. After receiving competitive bid responses, we were able to recommend an equivalent plan with another carrier, resulting in a 1.2% decrease on their overall rates. In this example, we negotiated an initial 13% renewal to rate pass. We still went through the RFP process and we were able to lower the copays, lower the deductibles, and reduce overall costs by 6.1%. Services we will provide to the City of Mission include complete analysis of the self-funded medical plan, stop-loss pharmacy, competitive sealed requests for proposals, design, custom reporting and presentation for administration and City Council, compliance with Affordable Care Act, COBRA, HIPAA, and ERISA, open enrollment and communication support. We also can offer an electronic enrollment system, which includes reports to payroll and carrier fees. This can be done at a $5 per member per month fee if the city would like that. Compliance reporting can be done. We can assist the city with preparing and filing the IRS forms 1095C and 1094C at a fee rate of $2,500 for annual filing. We currently provide this service to Hidalgo County, City of Donna, and City of Mercedes. Our approach and methodology. We utilize a proactive, data-driven, and client-centered approach designed to maximize the value of employee benefits program while controlling long-term costs and ensuring regulatory compliance. Our methodology combines strategic planning, financial analysis, and ongoing performance monitoring to measure results for governmental entities. Our process begins with the comprehensive review of the city's current self-funded plan, and then from there we provide administration and City Council with customized recommendations tailored to the city's needs. A key component of our methodology is continuous monitoring and improvement.
5 minutes.
We regularly evaluate plan performance, identify emerging trends and cost drivers, recommend corrective actions when needed, and develop long-term strategies to enhance plan sustainability. This approach allows our clients to make data-driven decisions, improve employee satisfaction, and achieve greater financial predictability. We serve as an independent employee benefits consultant and fiduciary advisory, always representing the best interest of our clients and plan participants. We do not accept commissions or any other forms of compensation from any vendor associated with the employee benefits program. We are proposing a flat annual rate of $45,000. Any out-of-scope work can be done at a rate of $125 per hour. Our pricing reflects the value of our experience and the comprehensive guidance we provide to help clients optimize plan design, manage costs, and achieve long-term financial sustainability. So our references, our clients value our accessibility, communication, recommendations, and ability to provide practical solutions to complex employee benefit challenges. We serve as extension to our clients' administrative and human resources teams, providing year-round support rather than limiting involvement to just annual renewals or open enrollment periods. Now, I have attached a letter of recommendation from our current client, Hidalgo County, to the end of the presentation that you have. An evaluation form that was completed by a previous client, PSJ-ISD, and 2 letters of recommendation from previous clients, San Benito CISD and City of San Juan, for your review. Is there any questions?
I don't have any questions. Any questions?
No.
Thank you very much for your time and consideration.
Thank you.
Mayor and council, this item is now before you.
Any discussion? Motion?
I'll make a motion to approve Ortegon Insurance.
Second. Okay, there's a motion and a second to move forward with the negotiation and execution of the contract. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. This is item number 24.
Thank you, Mayor, Council. Number 24 is discussion and possible action to approve an ordinance amending Chapter 14 Animals of the City of Mission Code of Ordinances by adding Article 8 Wildlife Habitat Areas, authorizing the designation of wildlife habitat areas by separate ordinance, authorizing related public safety measures, warning signage, reasonable access restrictions, and enforcement, and providing for codification, publication, severability, and an effective date. This ordinance will allow the city to designate areas as the wildlife habitat area. The establishment of the designated wildlife habitat area and related public safety measures serves as a valid municipal purpose and promotes the public health and safety and welfare of the city and its residents. So one of these in particular, this actual ordinance was a result of an alligator that was reported to us. So one of the owners on Meadow Creek they reported an alligator to us. So we did get to talk to the game warden. We spoke to South Padre Island Birding Nature Center and Alligator Sanctuary. Really those types of alligators, as long as they're not aggressive, they need to stay in their natural habitat. So one of the common regulation points is to go ahead and pass an ordinance for a habitat area where we can post signage to make sure people will keep their distance. Under the circumstance that the alligator does get a little bit larger, starts losing fear of the public and starts getting aggressive, there are mechanisms within state law that allows us to identify it as a nuisance alligator. So that is something that's always being monitored by our animal control department along with the game warden. But at this point, it's a 3-foot alligator. It's not really doing anything to anybody. So we need to make sure that we put the signage there, and that's the purpose of this ordinance.
Okay. All right. Basically, it's just to be compliant.
Yes, correct.
Okay. All right. Are there any questions? Concerns? A motion?
Mayor, I move to approve the ordinance for the signage as required by law.
Second.
Okay, there's a
Second.
the ordinance number, which one?
5825.
5825, okay. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you.
Yes. And then the next item is just, I'll briefly touch on that. So it's just to identify the 1,000 block of Casino Drive, Mission Hidalgo County, Texas, as Casino Drive Wildlife Habitat Area. And that's that lake by they're at that same location where the alligator's at.
Okay. Is there a motion?
Mayor, I make a motion to approve
Is there
the
a
detention
second?
bond.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve ordinance number 5826, designating the stormwater retention detention pond and associated shoreline habitat located within 1,000 block of Casino Drive. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously.
Mayor, I would like to ask a question.
Yes.
Just out of my curiosity. Who's responsible to inform all that neighborhood or any surrounding homes that there's a possible, the alligator's gonna live there?
Yeah, so right now that would be coordinated through Animal Control Department with the Media Department. And so we would disseminate that information. We did get to disseminate information prior, explaining that there was an alligator in that area. So that's something that is being, done.
I just want to make sure because it's summertime, kids are going to be playing, and not everyone may possibly watch the news or have social media. And so I think it's very important for us to do our due diligence and make sure everyone's informed.
Yes, and what we can do too is we can go ahead and schedule a time to actually leave an actual flyer like we did with Bryan Road.
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
That would be good. Okay. Thank you. The next item is unfinished business. We do need to remove this from the table. Is there a motion to do so?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to remove item number 26 from the table. And this is a discussion and possible action on matters related to approval of an ordinance repealing the Historical Preservation Commission ordinance and creating a Historical Preservation Advisory Committee. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously 4-0. And this is up for discussion. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. So some of the reason for this ordinance coming about was a couple of issues, right? Our current historical ordinance, as we know and we've discussed in our prior workshops, was the current ordinance doesn't really have design standards to be able to implement the actual ordinance. It does allow and identify ways to enforce, those types of activities, but there was nothing for the committee to reference as it pertains to design, right? And on top of that, as you know, a lot of the design standards, somewhat similar to the P&Z, the Planning and Zoning Commission, requires expertise to be able to identify what requires abatement, what needs to be modified or altered, right? So at that point, we've identified that the ordinance as it stands wasn't sufficient to be able to enforce, which was the reason why we had brought this to the discussion to take it back to an ad hoc committee and allow that ad hoc committee to bring up a more presentable ordinance that would allow us to enforce properly, right? Including the processes, procedures, and policies and the like, right? So the last time that we discussed, and again, this specific ordinance establishes 5 members. At the last workshop, there were some of the members were there that were being recommended. Of course, that is at the discretion of the council. These individuals are the ones that have been more actively participating in the historic preservation within the City of Mission, as well as one individual that actually represents the Hidalgo County Preservation Commission, and he's the Historic Preservation Officer. So those are individuals are Gabriel Zuna, which is the Hidalgo County Preservation Officer, Adela Ortega, Luis Dovalina, Logan Dovalina, and Irma Flores Lopez. Those are the 5 individuals that have been very, very, active in the community as it pertains to historic preservation. And those were some of the recommendations that were made at the last workshop.
Can you repeat those names, please?
Yes, ma'am. It's Gabriel Ozuna, Adela Ortega, Luis Dovalina, Logan Dovalina, and Irma Flores Lopez. And just to clarify, the purpose of this committee is to revise the actual ordinance and bring a proposition back to council.
Okay. Are there any questions for staff?
No.
No? Okay. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve ordinance number 5827.
Yes, ma'am.
Which essentially repeals ordinance number 5035 and provides for the creation of a historic preservation advisory committee with Gabriel Osuna, Adela Ortega, Logan Dovalina, Luis Dovalina, and Irma Flores Lopez as the committee members. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously 4-0.
Thank you.
Okay, and there is no other executive session items. Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I so move.
Second.
Motion and second to adjourn. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously.